Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to everybody. So thanks a lot. I'm very honored to be here, to be being called by the organization to have the opportunity to share the experience of my company and my corporate university. So this morning we have heard about sustainable learning. We have talked about learning across culture. We have talked about closing the skill gaps and so forth. So my today's presentation really would like to insist on this dimension from a corporate perspective and talking about how a global learning approach and organization could sustain a change of a multinational, even with the support, the sustain of innovation and technology. So just moving to my presentation, I will try to respect the timing and will be composed mainly by four parts. The very first one will be just introducing the group, the company for which I'm working for. This is not just for advertising of the group, but always to keep in mind that the learning should be at service of the company to understand which are the challenges of the group and the company are fundamental. Then I will move to describing how we are organized from a corporate and university point of view. Then moving in presenting what we are doing in terms of supporting the integration and the transformation of the company, and then which is the utilization of the technology that we are fostering for the time being. So talking about a little bit of the group, and a group is mainly working in the energy sector, so is electricity and gas utility. So it's really vertically integrated from upstream till sales, passing through generation and distribution. So we are really somehow a big complexity of business, even because we are working in several markets. We have regulated markets, non-regulated markets, so the complexity of the business is pretty relevant. And then even in addition to that, as really our utility providing gas and electricity needed in a mature market to sustain the technology and the progress, even in the growing market to speed up and to support the progress of the country. Really, we always keep in mind about serving the communities is one of our goals, respect the environment, and even put the safety at work, safety of our employees, safety of our customer, and even suppliers always protected. And even coming here, I was thinking, different perspective. We were talking about culture, then talking about India. These numbers that are represented here about the size of this company really seems to be peanuts. No? Really, the dimensions are completely different. We are talking about 61 million customers and then 70,000 employees. But I can guarantee to you that for an European company, these are pretty relevant numbers. So in Europe, we have the second largest utility. Then moving a little bit to the evolution of the group. This is important, not to show the group, but the evolution, the history, and how then learning could cope with this. So before 2000, it's not mentioned in this slide, Enel was the state-owned monopolistic electric utilities only working in Italy. Now, a little bit more than 10 years, is present in 40 countries. So you can imagine which was the cultural evolution, the needs for change that the company faced. Even if you look at just the last 8 years, and even 2005, we called Enel was not really a multinational, was still an international company, not only with not a multinational culture, but it was present in 11 countries. Now we are in 40 countries. The installed capacity of electric generation is double, the customer double. So this is just to mention that we have fully integrated multinational player with really a pace of evolution very, very, very fast. And this is important to keep in mind when you are talking about which is the learning needed for this company. And then even about the population, the worldwide presence. Worldwide presence, in this chart are represented in the main countries, but then we have even other countries like in Africa and in Asia. Then more than 70,000 people in 40 countries speaking 20 languages, more than half of the company working outside Italy. And then many of these countries are coming from a recent acquisition in the last year. So company coming from cultural background at national level, country level, even different background from company perspective. So really a very complicated mixture for which training and learning organization is asked to provide support. So looking at this background, the question is how we thought about the corporate university to be organized, which should have been the challenge and the mission and the vision of the corporate university. So let's start from the vision. For the vision, we say that we want to really to be a global business partner, center of excellence in designing and delivering training and learning in services, in order always to keep in mind that we have to foster the inner competitive advantage, and then even to create the one company culture and to really spread the values of the company throughout all the nation and all the people of our company.